Alright, how y'all doing? Today we're heading out to a family friend's farm, do a little turkey hunting with the bow, and I'm gonna bring my shotgun along just in case they're a little bit too far out of range, but might be able to get it done with the bow. We'll see what happens. The farmer, he's been saying that the turkeys have been coming into this one spot pretty regularly, so we got a pretty good chance tonight. I'm pretty excited to fill my tag. I had a chance earlier this year at a turkey and just couldn't get it done with my bow, so I'm gonna bring my shotgun along just in case. But should be a pretty good hunt. It's around 12:30 right now, and we're just about probably 10 minutes away from the farm, so we're just gonna get packed up once we get there, and then get out in the stand and we'll see what happens. Got a few hours left of daylight, so we'll get back at you. Alright, we're up in the stand right now. Just got up here. Literally almost died. I don't know how long it's been since somebody's been up in here, but one of the boards just gave loose and it was crazy for a second there. Thought it was going down. I mean, it's not that high up, but still, it wouldn't have felt great. So, we'll see what happens. I also dropped my glove on the ground. So, that's great as well. We'll see what happens. We scared off 2 turkeys when we just got in here. But, hopefully we can get the job done tonight. I got a pretty good feeling. The farmer's been saying that there's been about 100 turkeys coming up in here in the evening. As you can see, they're scratching around up in there, all throughout that field. So, we'll see. Alright. There's about 30 turkeys out in the field right now feeding. So, back up in here is where they usually roost, according to what the farmer says. So, we're just gonna sit tight here and wait for him to work on it. But I had some at like 50 yards, so just a little bit outside of shooting range. But we'll see what happens. So, they're way out here. I don't know if you guys can see him out there. Probably it's 8 right there. And some more down farther. So we'll see. Well, you guys probably didn't see that, but we just got one. Fuck yeah. Here he is. He's still a little bit alive, so we might have to chase him down. Nice Tom. Look at that. Let's see, check out some spurs here. What do I got for spurs? Little nubs. There we go. There she is. Perfect. Perfect. Couldn't ask for a better hunt than that. They were working way out in the field, and then they started walking right up in here. And there's 3 toms. Let's put the hammer down on them. Dang. That's good. I'm freezing right now. done. There you go. So pumped. So I'm going to show you guys what I like to do when I mount my turkeys. So right here we got the fan from the turkey today, the beard, the 2 legs, and we're going to be taking the spurs off and everything off those. So the first thing I'm going to do is get started on this fan. So what I like to do is when I first take it off the bird, I'm really not too concerned about what feathers are on and what are not. I just really kind of want to get a good bunch that I can work with. These back feathers I like to take off. So I'll trim down on those feathers right here to get all these off, and then I'll get a lot of this meat off as well. So I'm going to do that real quick, and then I'll show you what I like to do after that. Okay? Alright, so the next thing you want to do after you get those feathers off right here is you want to trim a lot of this meat away from this backside, because this meat will stop the borax from actually drying it out, and it makes the process go a lot longer than what it should. So my next step is to take a lot of this meat off and just slowly scrape it away with my little knife right here, and then get it as close to these back feathers as possible without actually like pulling the feathers out. I mean, it should be pretty loose, but they should still be all connected together. Alright, so we got this back tailbone off now, most of it all cleaned up. So then we're going to go to the front right here. And all you're basically doing in the front is figure out how many feathers you want to keep on it. And basically, I might take off just a few, but not a ton. I still like to have this 3rd layer on here. So on my 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, I still like to have this on there a little bit. But so you just take that off, and then you make sure you clean up as much of the meat off the back as possible. So that's basically it with the fan. And then you take borax, which we'll do later, and I'll show you how to do that, but it's pretty simple. But then with these with the feet, what I like to do is I like to take a bone saw and cut on this side and that side, and then I'll clean this up, and then I have my it's a hollow bone in here, and then after that I'll clean that up, get all the meat off of that, and put those in borax too, let that dry out for a while, and then I'll soak it in hydrogen peroxide. So I'll show you guys how to do the bones too, I mean the feet for the spurs, after I get done with the fan real quick here. Alright, so I got the spurs taken off now. Now we're just going to clean up the skin off the outside and clean out the bone marrow, and then take a brush and scrub them off, and then we're pretty much done. So we'll do that real quick, and I'll show you what it looks like, and then we'll get to putting the borax on and pretty much just let it sit until they're all dried out. Okay, so I got the bones pretty well cleaned off. So we're gonna get to the fan now and the borax. So first thing you do, just clean off this board a little bit. Just find yourself a place where you'll be able to fit your fan on. I just have a piece of plywood here so I can move it around and stuff. Then I'll take my borax, kind of pour it out a little bit like this, just to get it out. About that. Then what you do is you kind of massage this into the back of the fan, get it up in all those crevices and everything in the back, so it helps dry it out a little bit better. Then what I'll do is you just rest it right on that borax, and then I'll take some of these nails right here, and then I'll spread out my fan by pinning it down with these nails right here. So just get it as far out as possible. Pull on that feather, pound in the nail just a little bit, like that, and then you do the same to the other side. It just pulls it apart. Kind of fix your feathers how you want them to be. Like so. Like that. So you can see right there, nail in, nail in. So you got the borax right there, and then I'll take this extra stuff and put it right on the top right there. And then I'll pour some more right on there too. That'll help dry that part out a little bit as we get it all over the floor here. So pretty much right like that. I'll just kind of work that in there a little bit. But yeah, you just let that sit. Check it after a few weeks. But it should be pretty much good to go. I'll do the same with this, with the beard too. Just pour a little borax on it, and that will dry it out. Alright, so yeah, that's the turkey hunt for this fall. Wish I would have got it done a little bit sooner and stuff, but we were able to put a bird down, and that was my first fall tom too, so that's good. I'm hoping next year that I'll be able to get it done a little bit sooner with the bow too, at least, but I'm pretty proud to be able to get that done. I filled my tag before the season ended. Now we just got to work on shooting a deer, hopefully a buck, but we'll see. I'll take anything at this point. Really don't want to eat my tag this year, so I've been putting in a lot of time. Hopefully we have a front come through soon when I have my off day. But other than that, we'll see what happens. But we'll just keep grinding out, and I'll get back to you guys next time I go out.